Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am Gamian, and I'll be your game developer for the stream. We have ads impending, so I'll try to make this intro quick. I'm a full-time AAA developer by day and indie by nights and weekends, and I'm making an online multiplayer soccer brawler called Fuel the Heroes that I should have out within a few months in early access. So this evening I'm working on leaderboard integration and hopefully to get the leaderboards presented in the game tonight. So with that, let's let the ads start rolling any moment now. And my co-host Mega Kitty is, as usual, AWOL. Okay, we should be back. Hey, first game player, welcome. You may notice the stream may stutter from time to time for the next few minutes. For some reason, Visual Studio is using over 50, 68% of my CPU. I don't know why, but it's happening. So if I stutter, then know that's a transient issue. think I did that right. Let's see if this compiles. I suspect it will not compile. Okay, so the airport call. Call back here. This might be a circular dependency. So, hey Dave, how's it going? Rocking the giant mech suit there. Going good, excellent. I guess I could include that. this. Successful in the leaderboard results. So we're going to hold off on this. See if we can compile now. Disconnected. Oh, I compiled. I'm impressed. Okay, so what is this? Leaderboard found. See, let's. That's success. Result T. So I think I want to do this. What am I doing? So I'm doing Steam workshop, doing Steam leaderboard integration with my game. I already have stats, but I need to get leaderboards in, and I found an easier way to implement talking to Steam. I'm doing an experiment with that right now. If it passes, then going forward, I'm going to use this new method. But my goal is, hopefully by the end of the night, that from the main menu, I should be able to see the leaderboard scores. So let's see. Leaderboard find result T. That should already been defined. Now, what was the delegate wanting? Leaderboard find results. Oh, it wants the whole callback. Okay. Well, we'll give it that for now. But I don't want to give the whole callback. I want to just give it the just the handle of the leaderboard. Okay, now what's the problem? Reserve result. And there's CPU usage going on again. What is it doing? I want to fix that. There we go. And OBS is taking like 25% of my CPU. That's very, very high for OBS. So I'm going to have to research that offline. Okay, qualifying leaderboard. That should do it. We also want online user stats, download leaderboard entries. Let's leave this be for now. Or maybe not. Yeah, let's do that. No, it's untested. I don't want to do it. Do I use blueprints at all? Yes, I do. Mainly for high-level stuff that really is more for designers to do. So most of the project is in C++, but things like widgets, animation blueprints, basically the heroes, like stats and such, or the hero-specific stuff. Some of the gameplay logic in the fields are blueprint. I didn't mute it, did it? No. Yeah, be more careful next time. Need a cough button. Leaderboard, creating lambda. In fact, yeah, I guess that's right. Very efficient with coding. Well, I've only been doing it for almost 40 years, so I better know what I'm doing. Various languages and all. And I think the reason for that is I've already made all the possible mistakes I could make, so you can only make so many mistakes until you just learn and stop making them. Okay, download leaderboard entries. Now we're going to need a callback for that too. back to the base class. Leaderboard. Entries, downloaded delegate. Oh, and we're going to need a structure for the leaderboard data. Oh, where to put that? Yeah, but yeah, it tells us some build errors. It always is. Any tips on faster iteration after the ads? Okay, we're back. Tips on faster iteration. Well, I guess you can only go so fast if, depending on your state of mind, if you're tired or you've already worked a full day at AAA development or one thing or another. Can you tell me a bit about how you're iterating right now? Okay, let's bring this down. find yourself closing the editor a lot for any changes with header files? For Unreal Engine, closing the editor for changes with header files. Is it not picking up? Is it not tracking your changes? Live coding doesn't always track header files? Oh, live coding. I don't really use that much. Yeah, or the hot reload. No, I just shut the project down and make a change and then just build and run. And that's probably because in the old days, hot reloads were very broken, and I kind of gave up on them because they just never worked, and it took even longer to compile than it did just shutting down the project and opening it back up. So yeah, so I never really tried again lately. In fact, no, I did try once in the past year, and it took so long to compile I just gave up and canceled it and just did it normally again. It probably won't be as much of a problem or how to reload. Well, yeah, other than that, so like if IntelliSense, let's see, one thing what else live coding covers. I did try using what was it, Visual Assist, but it's painfully slow. Slows down the project. Always eating my CPU up. Yeah, I mean, otherwise, just no. I just never really had that problem. Okay. Stat value. My process for Yeah, I do close the editor every time I make changes. Yeah, I just don't trust it. um, yeah, yeah, I just don't trust it otherwise, because I've tried it in the past and it just didn't work. And even as recently, recently, and that didn't work either. Not so much because it didn't know what to change, but it was very slow. Right value. Okay, I'm going to start very simple here. I'm making a blueprint callable download leaderboard entries function. I want to have the leaderboard name. Yeah, friends only, so these things. Now, this is a subsystem. I could do an async. I could do an async node, though. Now, I think I'm going to make this call trigger an event from the subsystem with the leaderboard entries you're looking for. I'm just going to throw it together real quick. Oh, in fact, I want to keep it. I want to keep it near the other leaderboard. So let's see. We got stance. Oh, I should even categorize them too. Let's do this. For this subsystems to get leaderboard entries for scores. If I search for the word scores, it'll come up. Okay, and then where is my, here we go. Oh, yeah, let's do Boolean. So let me kind of give you a window into what this is all about. So obviously the game integrates with Steam. Now the way the game integrates with Steam is that I have a collection of virtual classes that are almost one-to-one with the Steam API. Steam Friends, for instance. We have online friends. Steam Identity, Steam Matchmaking, and so on. But these are pure virtuals because if in the future I ever want to use any system other than Steam, then I can make new classes for them, like I've already done before for PlayFab, for null subsystems, for simulating, for testing. And then the subsystem will just, like, it doesn't care if it's Steam or if it's PlayFab or if it's Nintendo or whatever. It'll just query the online user stats object for what it wants. In this case, we're going to do But I did name them consistent with Steam, so it's easier to kind of piece it together. Um, I may have shot myself in the foot by doing it, but it didn't really bother me either because I don't have plans to integrate with Nintendo anytime soon. So we had download. So this is download leaderboard entries, leaderboard name. Now here I'm using fname, but in Steam it's actually like a const char star. But I think for this it's a proper name. Range start, range end, and then this delegate make what was the syntax for this? Create weak lambda. And I believe the parameters were this, followed by this. And then the function, and then the call. Oh, and then the parameters. Which were... For now, it's just the success flag, because I don't care about the results yet. We'll get to that point. Okay. So that's all I care about right now. Okay, so that's... Wait a minute, I think... Yeah, I like that better. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I've already kind of made the interface for the leaderboards, but it's not filled in at all. What I need to do is make a widget switcher that on one hand will show a throbber waiting for the load, and the other will show the actual leaderboards values. And we're waiting for that to come up. Let's see what Mega Kitty was up to, because she's obviously not at her usual spot. Wait, am I using this? Yeah, that's right, I am. All right. So to the leaderboards. All right, and that is located in player blueprint, which is where all the other, I'll show you what this is. So here it is, but I need to initialize it. You know what, I actually forgot how I did it. Let me look at the how the stats initialized. Yeah, I have a career widget for that. I forgot when it initialized. I think it's always at construct. Okay. So leaderboard. Construct. Okay. Let's do populate initial leaderboard. Actually, I'll just do leaderboard values. Populate leaderboard. Complete with the L. Okay, so let's get stats. So, game stats subsystem. Get leaderboard scores. Oh, no, I don't like this. Need to go back and make a correction here. Yeah, I don't want this to be const. And I also don't think I want to return a value. If the user stats is null, then there's like a serious problem under the hood. Like, it should never be null. But I'm going to test for it anyway. Then this will cause, later cause an event. But all I care about right now is just making the call. And then we're going to do a local cook and then run it and see if I actually get leaderboard results. That's all I care about right now, is whether or not I get the results. I'll pipe them to the game afterwards. Okay, we should be back. So let's go back here. And we're just going to call get leaderboard scores. I know wins is a valid leaderboard. We're going to get the top 50 wins. Actually, that's not going to fit on. Let's do 20. Start with simple. I only have one log, so okay. Let's make sure this populates. I just realized I think it might crash actually. Yeah, I knew it. Because I didn't make a version of a flavor of this for for simulation. I need to do that too. So let's look at Steam. Well, I'll get to that later. All I care about is the Steam implementation. I will deal with that after the fact. Because now that I know it's being called, I want to do local cook. And then I want to play the EXE. And double check. All right, don't need a breakpoint there. Now we just do a cook. And that will take a couple of minutes. So while that cooks, let's see if MegaKey's up to anything different this time. And for those of you who don't already know, the unofficial soft drink of this stream is Coca-Cola, which is endorsed by my cat, MegaKitty. So again, the unofficial soda of this stream is Coca-Cola, fully endorsed by MegaKitty. In case you're wondering where I got my emote from. Let's see if that looks familiar. Now I did a cook last night, so hopefully this won't take too long. But I do need it to test my changes. So while it is cooking, let me show you something else I got. So the Unreal Editor does not integrate with Steam itself. The games do, but not the editor. That is a design decision, and not only that, but if it detects the editor, then it will shut down, so it's not possible. Now that poses a problem for developers who want to make a content creator kit that integrates with Steam Workshop. Well, my solution to that is have the editor launch a console app that talks to Steam, and that's what this is. This app is a cross-platform CMake app, which I'm the first time I've ever made one, and it will take in a command line request to do something like upload or delete a workshop item, and the app will dutifully do it and report back through standard out and a standard error if anything bad happens, and then return a code that is consistent with success or failure. And it works. Hey, cook's finished. I have to say that was faster than I expected. Now we can build the game and see how that goes. So it should call that function in the stats subsystem. We're going to see what it does. You have a cat named Mushu, named after the dragon from Mulan. What kind of a cat is it? Is him, her? Okay, well that's cooking. All right, here we go. Have a tabby cat. She was a stray. Did you get her at like the Humane Society, or did you just find her and then have her cleaned up at the vet? Okay, so download. All right, so good. We got, as I expected, this is so far so good. That little clean up tab. Don't have these tabs open. Now let's go to the user stats Steam API. See how we do here. Got friends only. Your friend found her and had her cleaned up. Cool. Okay, that looks right. Now we're gonna have the call find the leaderboard. Oh, this looks like this is no, this shouldn't even be here. Was successful. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I got to clean that up. But no, let's see what the call does. Okay, so it's got the delegate. It's the leaderboard string for wins. And here we go. Okay. Let's see what it found. So this is true. It found the leaderboard. So let me go back to here. It was successful. Here's our result. All right, it worked. Good. So the nucleus of what I'm trying to do is working now. So that's a start. So now let's fix this up. This call I don't want it to use that signature. I want it to use its own. I don't think I should have made it use another signature. So I think for now, I'm just going to put the whole thing behind this. And I should get compile errors if I try to do a mobile as I should. Although, then again, now let's do it a little finer. Let's see, this should be kept, but not this. So this should fail, or not do anything, better yet. So this will be F, find leaderboard, call, complete delegate. And we don't want, we want the leaderboard. We want the Steam leaderboard itself. Let me do a quick check on something. I want to see what the see what Steam calls it. just plain leaderboard. Fair enough. So that looks right. And these should be private. Oh, but yeah, that uses... it's all got to be here. This call won't even work either. The whole thing is going to have to be... yeah, it will not compile for mobile. I'm going to kick that can down the road. And therefore, we'll need to protect the whole thing. Like that. Yeah, I like that better. Grab some food. Keep up the good work. Thanks. You have a good meal. And I think I'm going to rename this to Finally Your Board Steam Call. That should still work. Okay, this should still work. Failure, and then this is where we actually download the entry. So we'll have to make a new function, but I want to make sure this works first. complete delegate. That's new. Did I delete this? No, I didn't delete it. What did I change? Oh, here we go. Okay, this should still work. Good, it was successful. Now we actually need to download the scores. This should be fun. So we're going to need to make another call. Let's call this the Steam API function. All right. Oh, I don't think we need to include this anymore. Let me rebuild the project with those new files. All right, bring it back. All right, wrong project. Okay, so now we're back to working on this new leaderboard call. And we're going to call it download. Successful, and we're in documentation now. I think I use this. Okay, we actually need to pass in the leaderboard handle. quest. Hey, Special Clean Fox, thanks for the lurk. Okay, I think this is in order. Hey, Hamster Hammer, welcome. That was download word entries. Just working on Steam integration. Working on getting leaderboard scores. Oh, and I need to have a callback. All right, for now we're just going to leave it at that. That's good. Start range end. And then we set the call results. Which gives us this. I think I did that right. And we're going to punt on this. Or should we? Here's downloaded. I wonder if on failure just has no entries in it. Let's punt on that. Yeah, I expected some errors. So I worked a full day of AAA game development, and then after a little dinner, I just jumped right into this. So might not be. Wait, is it on complete or uncompleted? Oh, it's on complete. So I may not be 100% right now. Wait a minute. What was that function signature again? Oh, it just wants the leaderboard handle. Whoops. Okay, so we're a step closer. So now this is where we make that call. That's download Stephen Tree's call. We need to include that. And once I have it up and running, I'll explain the process. Call. Okay. What was the next parameter? Range start, range end. Then we create a lambda. Lambda includes successful scores. Okay. Another error or two to fix here. Reward date request. Range start, range end. Probably doesn't like the delegate. No, that's right. Oh, weak lambda. That's better. Yeah, I heard Make a Kitty in the kitchen. Okay, this should get us back into the game. Oh, I need to add something here. All right, we also need to include on lambda on complete. Okay, that's better. So putting this all together, this function should, given a leaderboard name, should get the handle to the leaderboard from Steam, and then use that handle to download the scores. So we're going to see if this works. Here we go. Now we get the leaderboard from the name. Okay, so far so good. Let's step into this and see what we get. Oh, we did get there. What we got? All right, it got the leaderboard entry. Sweet. So then all we have to do is call our complete delegate. All right, but that gives us the result T. No, that's not what we want. So what do we do now? What do we give it? Entry. Okay, so we're going to give it the entries and the count. Delegates we'll do leaderboard entries. Okay, looking better. You don't need those counts, it's just taking up space. Let's go back here. Okay, folks, ads are running, but I know some of you here are subscribers, but I need to go away from my computer for a minute. Got laundry going in the background. I need to do a quick change there, and I shall be right back. All right, leaderboard entries. Wait, two? What are the two entries? Oh, it's a handle. Never mind. Let's go back to the complete delegate. Okay, now we need to translate those entries into something that we can work with, something we can show on the screen. So let me look at the documentation here. Okay. So let's iterate through those entries. Mega Kitty? What are you doing here? Kitty. What is it, Missy? Just want to iterate through this. Get download a leaderboard entry. Leaderboard entries. I think it wants this. Pre-allocated array where the details of this entry get details the entry get returned to. What kind of details? Yes, we don't need any details. Oh, those are custom details. Okay. All right. I just want to see that I can get. This is where I get the entries from. Oh, it didn't crash. That's a good sign. Let's look at our leaderboard entry. Steam user, global rank 1, score 2. Oh, I have 2 wins? When did that happen? No, I did have 2 wins. Well, that works. Okay, good. So, so now I want to pipe this back to the banner so it can show the show them. Thinking about how I want to do that. What do you think, Missy? What should I do? Sorry, I can't seem to get her to show on the camera. And she's sitting here purring next to me. So, let me look back at the subsystem itself. I gotta find a place for the structure for, I guess maybe it could be, I thought I had another place where I store those structures. I guess I don't. Oh, here we go. Match team score. Where does I store that? Match structs. That's not really where I want to put it. Oh. Maybe leaderboard structs? Yeah, I'll just put it in the subsystem header file. I don't like doing that very much, but it's, for the moment, that's the best fit. Right, Missy? Yeah, I suppose that's thinking about the name here. Game leaderboard entry. No, I really don't want it. Could put it in game subsystem types. That's not really what. Yeah, that's not. That's more the subsystem based stuff. Well, I guess it wouldn't kill me to put it here. Do I have any other structures? I can make a leaderboard folder. I could use this. Call it match leaderboard stats. We need a player, we need an ID. Player name. global rank. And the score. That'll work. All right, now what? How does it function? Add, get ref, something like that. Player name. So how do I get the name from, I'm trying to get, how to get the name of a Steam user. Wait, don't want to build yet. So now, let's go back to this here. entry, forward declaration that. I think I can get rid of just this. See, that compiles. Oh, yep. Let's fix that. What does it make, kitty? Add defaults. Don't think it's going to work. What if I need to do this? think it's that different persona name. I think that's it. Let's see, get leaderboard scores. Then let's take the array. Leaderboard entries. Okay, then make that assignable. And then we call that let's see if that works. So if this all works, then I should be able to pull the scores. Oop, I miss. Oh, semicolon. The leaderboard scores from Steam and show them on the screen. But before I can show them on the screen, I need to update the widget, and that would show them and do a few other things first. Let's see if this works. I didn't get there, probably because of the breakpoint. It's in the wrong place. Yeah, I guess code optimization sometimes makes breakpoints not work. That's normal. But I think we got what we want. So here's the leaderboard list. Yep, that's me, rank 1 with a score of 2 wins. And a success of true. And on complete is calls, game set subsystem, code. Okay, that seems to work. So, now I guess we can load the editor again and handle this case. Check out the time here. Not sure how much farther I want to go, but let me go a little bit farther. Right, Big Kitty? Wow, she's invisible on the camera. Must be the lighting. Well, I know another way I can get her to show up. No, but you're so comfortable now. I don't want to pick you up. Oh, now I want to pick you up. No, now you're stretching and yawning. That's great. There you go, kitty. And there you go. You're famous now, Mickey. What do you think of that? Don't sneeze on my drink. Now what are you doing? Don't peer over my keyboard like that. No, you can't have my drink. No, go away. No, you just want me to pet you. Okay, that's fine. Oh, and off you go. She wants me to play with her toys now. Make a kitty, I'm streaming. But she wants me to play with her toys. Oh, make kitty. Well, I guess best I can give you like a prelude of what's going to what I need to work on next. It is getting a bit late. So here's the leaderboard banner. It's got nothing in it right now. It'll show up in the game. Oh, that's right. I didn't like that very much. I need to make the virtual. I need to make this right real quick. It'll only take a moment. Yeah, I need to make a null subsystem flavor too. These are all booleans. Here we go. Let's do this for null. Oh, what's the... Oh, no, fine. Okay, we can fix that. We need to include that here and here. You know, if you work with like Godot and C# and all that, you don't have to worry about header files, but in old languages like C++, you kind of have to. And that's just the way it is. This should fix the crash though. So now let me show you how it looks in the front end. Okay, so we got our stats. These are just made up stats here. And now we have, this is going to be our banner for, this is where the leaderboards are going to go. So stats, leaderboards, and blacklist, and squad. So this is going to be where they show. It doesn't do anything yet. If I go to the class, this is the leaderboard here. This is the function to get the scores. Now there's 4 leaderboards. Wins, takedowns, goals, and I forget the 4th one. But you'll be able to iterate, you'll be able to switch between them and go up and down. Like you start to see the top 10, and then you scroll down to see 20, 30, 40, and so on. Now here's my concern. I call this function, get scores, and so it's in the process of downloading the scores from Steam. So during that process, I may want to skip to another leaderboard. So I press like the next arrow button, and then it will request to load more scores, even though the first batch hadn't finished loading yet. So what do? I guess what I can do is if there's already a load in progress, then we ignore those, we ditch those results, and then load the next set. And if I rapid fire through the different leaderboards, then it will ignore my requests until I settle on one. But that's not something I want to do tonight. But the important thing is I have the basic framework in it working. Oh, and one of the last thing, bind events, game system, bind event to on leaderboard scores loaded. And I'll fill that out in due course. And then I'll need to put like the different leaderboards I can iterate through. Ooh, I wonder if I can get all the leaderboard names. I don't think I can. Get leaderboard. No, I guess I can't. Well, okay. So I just have to hard code the name or put the name somewhere. Oh yeah, I already have them in my stats table. So I have a data table that has my stats and my leaderboard entries. Now, here's the thing. Even though Steam treats stats and leaderboards completely separately, for this game, they largely overlap. Like goals, for instance. Goals is a stat. It is a career stat that you track per hero and for yourself for your career lifetime. But it's also something you put on the leaderboard, which is why it has a leaderboard column here, and that's set to true. So all I have to do is iterate through this table to get all of the rows that correspond to leaderboard entries, and then iterate through those in the career banner, or sorry, this leaderboard banner, and implement this stuff. So I think what I need to do next is pretty clear. But this is very good progress tonight, because now not only do I have leaderboards loading, but it's done in a more efficient way than I used to for loading Steam data. So that's a good thing. So before I hang it up, I want to show you all the latest on my creator kit. That's the Unreal project that will come as free DLC that lets players with the Unreal Engine create their own fields. Now the thing is, Steam does not integrate with the Unreal Editor. So what I had to do to make this work is create a console app that, or yeah, a console app that runs quietly in the background and will do workshop stuff. So let's see that. So this is Unreal 5.7. I'm going to have the final release in 5.8, and I may update a minor version for it, but that's it. 5.8 will be the release. I don't plan to upgrade it to 5.9 ever. I don't even know if there's going to be a 5.9, to be honest. Unreal 6 comes out in 2028, I think. No, end of 2020. Oh yeah, full stable production around mid 2029. So yeah, there's no way I'm going to upgrade this project to 6. By then, I'll probably have had other games to work on. Oh, what's this? Microscape? Did I just get a level? Yeah, I just gained a level. Okay, so back to this. So here is this again. This is the Field of Heroes Creator Kit. It runs in Unreal Engine. Sorry, it runs in Unreal Editor, and it has these two menus. One of them is for creating mods, and the other is for managing them from Steam Workshop. And so currently, and because this is not even released yet, only I have access to the workshop right now. I've linked two of my mods on the workshop. So this screen here says, hey, I got these mods. So I'm going to add more buttons for like editing them, like I can add the screenshot, description, all that stuff. I'm going to make a new window for that later. So there's that's all there. And I spent a lot of time working on that, but it works. And the app that does it, again, the console app that I wrote, it's a CMake project, cross-platform C++, and it takes in command line arguments to read a command with parameters. It will call the proper Steam API function based on those parameters and stream the output to the standard stream, and any errors go to standard errors. So, and it works, but I still have a lot more work to do on it. And no one asked for this, but I just think it'd be darn cool to make your own fields. That's why I'm putting so much effort into this. So I'm currently in what is called production, as the main development of the game. I'm on my way to post-production when I have the leaderboard fully working, when I have achievements all up and running and fully working and visible from your game, which means that I'd make all the achievement icons. Once I have that done, once I have other bugs and other issues fixed, so if I bring up my bug tracker here, so that's what I'm working on right now, the stats, global rank, Steam Workshop integration, I'm already working on that, so let's put that in progress. Localization I may not have. Gamepad menu navigation, I really want this, but it's low priority. Community servers, so this is already kind of working, but it needs more cleanup, needs more polish. That I can do that in post-production. Achievements, I've already started. I already have some of them in the game, but no icons yet, except for one. I have a bug with the goalkeepers. They're still not great. And players making their own fields, that's in progress as well. So knock these out, and it's got these things left to do. Then I can enter post-production. I'll probably fix this bug in post-production, other bugs that come up along the way, maybe do one more play test, maybe two more play tests, and then see if I'm going to do these last few things, maybe better compatibility with Steam Deck, and after that, enter early access. So that's the plan. But yeah, good progress. It's been over 4.5 years, and it's time to get it out. So let's do it. But not tonight. I've got other things I need to do. So I'm going to rate us off to, I think I already know who's streaming right now. I'm going to rate us off, if I can see stupid Twitch tooltips, get in the way of everything. All right, Swashbuckling Fox. So thanks everyone for coming this evening on this bonus stream, and I hope to see you all in the next stream. I may not stream next Monday. We'll have to see. I'll be coming back from vacation, so we'll have to see. If I don't see you then I will catch you again later next week.